Hello, hello. I'm coming to you from the snow. Yeah, it is snowing. For this Florida girl, I am in absolute heaven right now. So I am super excited to be doing our episode number 6. And so I want to be able to do this podcast episode on okay, I want to be able to back up. So I know everybody who follows me here is, very excited about, whatever component resonates with them, right? So I am excited, and I'm going to be using this podcast to just kind of air this out to the world, because we started doing podcasts and now they're all the time. So we're on a bunch that are I'm going to feature them on the website. And so I was talking with this podcast host yesterday, and she's amazing, and we're going to do a bunch together. But, so she was like, I want to be able to find you and follow you and connect with you on a more regular basis. And I was like, I should start this Facebook group that I have been thinking about, because I'm more comfortable with Facebook. I can do Facebook lives, no problem. And I just feel more confident using that, more comfortable using that platform than, any others. And so I am so excited to have this opportunity to be doing a Facebook group that's going to be all focused on these things. It's going to be the She Rises and Thrives Facebook group. I'm going to allow anybody in. And what's fun too is that we're going to have another group that's going to be VIPs, and that one's going to be after the book is released. But I think it's going to be such a cool community, because I think we're so like-minded. I think of you guys as my friends, the ones who reach out and talk to me about what's going on and tell me this video resonated with me because of XYZ. It's so cool. I feel like we're so connected, and I feel like I've never felt so much about it's not just me. You know what I mean? And it's not bad. It's not bad, it's not just me, but I mean, it's kind of crazy when you have kids and you just hope you're doing things right. Or, you do have a day where it's what is happening, and you wonder if you're the only one who has those days. So thank you for being my community, and thank you for being, so awesome. So what I'm thinking, and I was actually talking this through last night. I had a networking event, which went incredibly well. And I was absolutely shocked because it was my first one of its kind. And I wasn't sure what to expect. And I used to have social anxiety, and I no longer do. So that was a really big win, realizing that last night. But then also, when I was thinking about the group last night, I was trying to think of what features I would want to include, right? So first of all, every new giveaway that I'll be providing, whether it be on the website or with the book, whatever the case might be, I'm going to provide it to the Facebook group first. So it'll be, to you guys very first. And then also I want to be able to have open collaboration with you. So if I'm missing the mark on something, or if I'm skipping over something, or if you're hey, I think this would be a really cool topic for us to talk about, then you tell me and I'll be able to do a video on it. Because that's what the other thing is. I want to just be able to do content all the time, because I love doing these 75 hard updates. But I was thinking I could do 10-minute pop-ins, right, on just different topics, and then a weekly Q&A. So I would open up a discussion kind of thing. I would just make a post, but it would be okay, frequently asked questions for this week's Facebook Live. And then you would be able to leave all kinds of questions. And then I'd be able to go live following the, we could pick a day and a time that works for everybody. And then I'd go live every week during that time. So I think it's really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I think it's going to be something fun, something interesting. And I mean, I'll be able to pop in there and provide like insights. And then, and then also we'll have group coaching. That was the other thing. So I have to figure out how to be able to do like a conference call kind of a thing. But that's the ultimate goal, is to be able to do group coaching. So anyway, it's just going to be a fun kind of evolving thing. And so what my hope is that we can kind of all come in and be able to collaborate on, just on life, like, and all of these 6 areas. I feel like this book, what my hope is that this book is going to get into the hands of hurting women, right? And I feel like that's most of us. And I don't care what anybody says. It's like, we've all been through some stuff. And whether it's now, whether it's when we were younger, and it's like, whether it's the kids leaving the house, the onset of menopause, trauma from when we were younger, abuse, addiction, illness, disease, it's like all of that stuff is really hard. And I think it leaves us with like these wounds, and it's not baggage, it's like wounds, and we can heal them, but we have to actually have the tools and do the work. And sometimes it's not fun, but I feel like that's why I'm a coach, and I've been able to do it. And I mean, I'm not 100%, that's for sure, but I'm not where I was, and these 6 areas that I've been focusing on, I mean, it's incredible. It's absolutely, like, I'm literally in awe of where we are right now. Like, I dreamed of this life, I prayed for this life, and here we are. And it's literally snowing. I have to move this because we are going to be coming up on a dog. Coco is not a fan. So, as we move forward, what I would like to do is be able to feature some fun things in those 6 areas too. So, like every week, we would be able to do a focus on faith, food, fitness, fun, fellowship, and sleep. Like I was thinking for the fitness, it would be like workouts and fun new routines and suggestions and recommendations. For food, it would either be like a covering of something new in nutrition, or a recipe, and a demonstration. Or for fun, whether it was something that we collaborated on together, which I think would be really fun, is if like the same kind of approach to the group coaching, if I figured out how to do that, and we were able to all come on and just be able to have like a women's night or something like that, like, or a group where we all kind of just, have fun and fellowship. That would be so cool. So there's just so many possibilities. So I'm hoping, and I'm just going to kind of leave the floor open in terms of like, what do you think would make this group amazing? And I'm just going to do whatever. I have had more success in kind of just like trusting and surrendering and just kind of following through. So that's what I'm going to do here. Like, I'm just going to give it to you, and anything that you think would be awesome is what I want to do. So, I mean, if you've listened to me and you know that I'm like insanely obsessed with these 6 areas, and any questions, if I don't know the answer, then I want to do a deep dive and find the answer. So we'll just learn together. Oh, and Brit's Book Club. So that's the other thing that I'm going to do is, so I have tasked myself with reading obviously we're reading 10 pages a day with the 75 hard challenge, right? But beyond that, we are now getting to move beyond just my book and be able to instead have, there's snow landing on my face. Instead have the focus of new books. So they're all nonfiction, and they're all super fun, and being able to kind of like provide insight and intrigue and interesting information in some area or another. So I'm very interested in, self-help books. Obviously, those are where the majority of of my interest lies. And these all have to be nonfiction. So obviously, like, it's like self-help is fantastic. There's one that's like Mind Magic, and that's by a neuroscientist who's all about manifestation. So not even self-help, but like just interesting topics that really pique my interest. So with the focus being there, I want to be able to share my experience in reading and basically give like a book summary and an introduction to the book, and be able to have that be the book club premise, and be able to feature that on a weekly basis. I'm ending this and we'll start part 2.